Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Legal issues. Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere. Good morning, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to Saturday, the 8th of this great month. And one moment as I have to take this call. I apologize for that brief interruption as I had to fill some people in on what's going on. Now, we're back and currently outside. Let's take a look at this. Beautiful, just beautiful weather. 56 degrees, and we will be keeping you up to date on the weather. Pens lose one last night, and that takes them out of the playoffs. We'll give you sports. Pirates in a wild one. And a wild one. Just, I believe there were 30 some runs, and the Pirates lose. Quite a pitching duel there, 17-13. Let's get to what is breaking, and it's interesting because the coronavirus has now taken a political turn. As here in Pennsylvania, and I want to make certain and clear everybody understands exactly what's going on. First of all, as explained to me by a doctor, this is a highly contagious type of situation. Virus. Now, usually they're highly contagious and not deadly, or deadly and not highly contagious. This one checks off both categories. With that, and I want to make it clear that it is, in my words, serious. But now you have a few other serious situations. And those situations are the continuing on of life as we know it. I definitely feel that it's going to be up to me to do a presentation on Chinese history. And let me tell you why. There are some things that you can actually learn from this. And let's stop and think a second. And I'll give you a prelude to it. The Chinese were a highly advanced society. They got hit way back when, years and years and years ago, before the American Revolution, with a pandemic, with some type of something that knocked their culture right off the rails. And they had not been able to recover. We're faced with that same issue. And I don't want to take Newswatch up on explaining about it, but I will go in and talk about it on a Focus NC. So that's a promise. The Department of Health provides COVID-19 update. 758 positives, bringing the state total to 117,279. See, this isn't telling you anything. You have to go inside the numbers. And I'm going to pivot around to let you understand this. And I'm going to do it with Tom Wolf's recommendation. And liberals don't want to admit he got slammed, body slammed by the PIA. The Wolf administration was suggesting. But he decided to use recommend to make his governance seem a little more powerful. Here's what he said. This recommendation applies to youth sports. Buddy, let me straighten you out here. You don't have that control. The Congress of the United States says it is the right of people to gather. If a church wants to have recreational basketball, you can't do anything about it. Separation of church and state. Now, a little common sense, and this is why I'm going to do the Focus NC. In the briefness of this, China, way back when, hit by this, it put their society back years. You have to understand, these kids growing up, 0 to 24, of which you don't even have 14%. Now that sounds like a high number. But 0 to 4, 1%, 5 to 12, 1%, 13 to 18, 3%. And they took out the word nearly. There was nearly those percentages. So between 10 and 14% under 24. You cannot, I would not want somebody demanding me to put my life on hold because someone else, someplace else, was affected by a Chinese virus. They didn't tell the rest of the world. That's a fact. It's almost an act of war. And on yesterday's Newswatch, we went through very thoroughly these numbers to show you how absolutely remote it was for somebody to get this. Especially if they're doing the hygiene things. Washing your hands, being clean about yourself. Now, let's kind of go through this. Governor Wolf, and you have to be careful with this, but I do understand his concern. Governor Wolf wants Congress to extend the 600 federal unemployment benefits to help Pennsylvanians. I get it. Without that, people and businesses aren't going to survive. Now, at the same time, There's a bill in the state legislature to do away with the income tax paid by restaurants. Well, if you're only letting them operate at 25% capacity, how can they pay this big tax bill? Do you see the tailspin of not getting back into normal? This man doesn't realize that these youth sports, these high school football games, provide income and tax to the states, to this state. Now, however you want to do that, fine. You want to have a 7-game schedule. If you're not in school, you can't play ball. But by all means, if you're in school, it's full steam ahead. Pennsylvania State Police, they're doing their checks August 5th and 6th. And this centers around large metropolitan areas. Philadelphia, Wilkes-Barre, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh, Altoona, Williamsport, Punxsutawney, which I'm surprised the Punxsutawney on there, Erie, and Allentown. So the checks continue. If we don't get back to normal, those places are going out of business. Pennsylvania updates COVID-19 dashboard. Mitigation efforts at long-term care facilities. That's one of the things we understand. Allegheny County was close to 80%. The rest of the country is 70% in this all being in the long-term care facilities. So, just as one of those kind of heads up, that's where the problem is. And do you think it's time to test those people, and if they don't have a problem, perhaps move them out of the long-term care facilities? Maybe that it becomes truly the action that needs to be taken so that the virus starts to go away. It doesn't make any sense to continue to get people at risk in the long-term care facilities. And that is where they are not even looking. I might add that, because the long-term care facilities are going along untouched. Now, the farmers market's open downtown, and a reminder, Human Services Agriculture Secretaries remind Pennsylvanians of food assistance resources and encourage support of charitable food networks. So, 211 gives you help in that area. Now, Jessica Altman released the 2021 requested rate filings for the Affordable Care Act. The average rate request that would result in changes in premiums in the individual market and give consumers greater flexibility and increase to affordability. So that's being considered in Harrisburg, and we'll keep you humming on that. Now, what we're going to do is go to sports, and I want to take you out there. Then we'll come back with a whole lot more. So let's take this break. We'll be back.
Castle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. I'm Ryan Livengood and let's get to sports. After round one of the PGA Championship at the TPC Harding Park in San Francisco, Jason Day and Brennan Todd share the lead at 5 under par. Day and the Pittsburgh native Todd shot 65. Defending champs shot 4 under 66, and Tiger Woods shot 2 under 68. Popular lefty Phil Mickelson shot 2 over 72, putting him at risk of not making the cut. Pittsburgh Pirates also finally have won a game to end a 7-game losing streak. How awesome. After a come-from-behind victory against the Twins. After 5 innings of play, Minnesota had a 5-3 lead, and they held their ground until the 8th when the Pirates added a run and then added 2 in the 9th on a Kevin Newman walk-off single. Pirates starter Brubaker went 3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, while Minnesota starter Kenta Maeda gave up 3 earned runs while going 6 strong innings. Pirates got a massive blast into the Allegheny from Gregory Polanco, who just returned from injury, by the way. So that is awesome for you, Mr. Polanco. That is all for sports. I'm Ryan Livengood, and we'll be right back after this timeout.
Rally, sons of Notre Dame, sing the glory and sound the fame, raise the golden blue.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Chalala and Carney Florist on Mill Street in Newcastle. Jim Micco and Sons, 347 East Washington Street in Newcastle, can service a lot of your lawn equipment. It's jimmiccoandsons.com, their website, and you can email them at jimmiccoandsons@verizon.net. Their phone number, 724-652-6911. Proud sponsors of community television in Newcastle.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
And we're back, and 56 degrees outside, sunny skies, and stories that we're working on. You know, when you copy what somebody else has said, it's the greatest form of flattery. Now, President Donald Trump got companies to work with the government to get things out. The Wolf administration applauds Pennsylvania businesses that responded to a call to manufacturing action. Are you thanking Donald Trump? Starting on the 19th of August from 1 to 5:30, there's going to be a blood drive. The American Red Cross needs blood now more than ever. And we're going to give you the upcoming dates and schedules when these things will occur. I don't see any reason to go through the list right now, just to kind of confuse you and get you off guard. But know that those are coming up. The Department of Health takes proper steps to protect yourself and baby while breastfeeding. Wear a cloth over your face. Okay. Now, keep in mind, 0 to 4 was less than 1%. So why come out with this now? Your baby, from my understanding, is going to have immunities based on fact of the woman that delivered. Wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds before feeding. Use a dedicated breast pump. Follow the instructions on the pump, and if possible, express breast milk should be fed to the infant by a healthy caregiver who does not have COVID-19. you just can't write. You would have to have a full-time staff to back check everything they're putting out. That doesn't exist in the right manner. Now, if I go out there and I look up babies' built-up immunities at the time of birth, and we're not talking about the ones that are, you're not breastfeeding at 4 years old, then that press release becomes nothing. Governor Wolf declares disaster declaration for Philadelphia. Now, he goes on to request that the U.S. Small Business Administration grant a disaster declaration assistance in the form of low-interest loans. I don't know that the governor realizes that we were put in a disaster when he closed everything down. This week, we have a few things to get to, and I'm going to take and talk about those after weather. This from 5 stories President Trump doesn't want you to miss. The U.S. economy will add 1.8 million jobs in July, based on the unemployment rate falls to 10.2%. Trump signs an executive order to boost U.S. drug manufacturing. Abolish the police. Those who survived the chaos in Seattle aren't so sure. Things that Donald Trump doesn't want you to forget, and that's reasonable. Let's go to weather. Now, it's gorgeous outside. A nice cool breeze blowing into the studio this morning. Sunshine abounds, and it is 56 degrees. Now, with that, humidity 93%, winds are calm, dew point 57, and visibility 10 miles. Here is your radar. Oh, sorry about that. Here's your radar. And you can see clear. This is Cleveland. And there we go. And it's clear with Pittsburgh radar also, and we'll give you a shout out with this. So clear skies abound as we head in to get you Lawrence County 45 weather. And look at this out in Ohio. Absolutely nothing doing. Let's get to the weather. We'll be right back.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash.
where your clean wash is our goal.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065.
Hello once again, and a very pleasant welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. And if you haven't gotten yourself out, you're missing quite the pleasure of seeing Mother Nature in full summer splendor. Last night's overnight low 59 under partly cloudy skies. How is your weekend looking? Well, local radar clear. And as you look out and see the national scene, and I'm going to put this like this. Here's Florida. You got some cloud cover. You got some cloud cover as you move up the coast. But back in to the heart of the country, it's clear. Nothing doing, and that's going to shape you up for a great weekend. And I hope you're ready for some really nice weather as you go through the weekend. So let's get right to it. Last night, overnight low 59 under partly cloudy skies. Your Saturday, you're going to want to capture this one. Patchy fog and then mostly sunny, high of 84. Just sunshine will abound as you go through. Now, Saturday night, mostly clear and low of 60. Your Sunday, sunshine 89. Sunday night, mostly clear, 65. As you cruise into Monday, sunny and hot, 90 degrees, and we'll be pushing up into the 90s that day. Monday night, partly cloudy, a low around 68. As you get to Tuesday, that precipitation begins to build. High of 87 with some sunshine. Now we got just the lightning rod up there, but you're going to see sun and rain mix, as there is a 60% chance we'll start off with the sunshine. Tuesday night, rain moves out. Mostly cloudy and 66. Your Wednesday, sunshine, 88. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, 66. Your Thursday, partly sunny, and 88. Thursday night, mostly cloudy and 66. And then your Friday, sunshine and 86. So, a sunny, warm August week coming at you. And I told you, yeah, that's nature's splendor. This was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to take this break here from these great people. We'll be right back.
Elham's for one great dining experience.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at LGKG.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Now, this week we'll be working on a story, new exhibits, and explore the houses built by Hoyt and the Hoyt family. That coming up this week, and we'll tell you more about that. Birthdays: Brenda Campbell, Teresa Burnworth, Debbie Dottle, Jeff Ziggy, Charles Mangino, Brian Zukowski, Courtney Frengel, Dallas Hartman, Nika Rose, Camelia Tarnaski, and Christine Neff of Math fame. Happy birthday. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake. Now, as we close out, make sure that you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. When they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that NCTV45, we're available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule, that's NCTV45. Now make sure that you get that second glass of lemonade, iced tea, coffee, whatever it may be, and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again real soon. Mass on at 9 o'clock.